Good day everyone. Today, we will discuss about raising thought-provoking questions in public forums or panel discussion. So, take a look at the illustration. What have you observed? Have you experienced discussing a topic or an issue with someone before? How did you do it? The illustration shows a panel discussion. It is where a group of people discuss a subject in front of an audience. This type of discussion normally includes a moderator who is in charge of guiding the panelists. Panelists are the group of experts in answering important questions and share insights about certain issues. Panel discussion happens in television shows or academic conferences where the audience is supposed to listen to every speaker and only ask questions when the moderator directs them to do so. On the other hand, public forum, also called as open forum, is a situation in which people may discuss about an issue or topic of public interest. It is where the people are free to express their thoughts or ideas, and this means that the audience in this gathering will take part in a conversation about a specific subject or issue. So, how do you ask questions in a forum or panel discussion? Are you able to send out your voice in a thought-provoking manner that leads to discussions? Now that you know about the difference between panel discussion and public forum, it is also important that you are aware of the heart of quality discussion questions. So we have here different kinds of thought-provoking questions. We have a problem-solving process, compare and contrast, interpretive or evaluative, conceptual changes, personal exploration, moral, ethical dilemmas. So let's have the first one. Problem-solving process is the questions that make the other persons assess, diagnose, and think of a possible action. Example, to assess, what is the issue of the problem at hand? Diagnose, what is the root cause of this issue or problem? Then act, how can we solve the issue? Next one is compare and contrast. These are questions about similarities and differences between ideas. Example, what are the differences between traditional media and social media? Next is interpretive or evaluative. These questions about intentions or goals of the author, creator, character, or etc. Example, what is the purpose of the author in writing the story? Next is conceptual changes. These are questions based on self-reflection. It encourages to express opinion about the subject of the question. Example, which do you think is better? Next is personal exploration. So these are questions based on one's personal idea or exploration. It encourages personal connection with the subject of the question. Example, how important is a flower to you? And then the last one is moral, ethical dilemmas. These are questions that make the other person think whether something is morally or ethically correct. Example, is it okay to let any one person answer your module for you? Why or why not? So for task 1, you will identify the kind of thought-provoking questions presented in each number. So you choose your answer from the box below. Okay, so you may comment down your answer. Okay, so let's check. What is the purpose of writing fake news on Facebook? It is interpretive or evaluative. Next, what would you do if someone openly criticizes you on Facebook? It is problem-solving process. What is the difference between constructive criticism and bullying on Facebook? It is compare and contrast. Is it ethical to express and pour out your anger over someone on Facebook where everyone can read them? It is moral or ethical dilemmas. And then for 5, how can we be responsible and wise social media users? It is personal exploration. Okay, so let's have task 2. So for task 2, you're just going to match column A with column B to create a thought-provoking questions. Okay, so let's check. What do you feel? Letter D. When you see a rainbow. 2. Which do you think is better? To be rich or to be intelligent? So it is A. 3. What can you do to solve the problem? So C. 4. What is the difference between ignorance and indolence? It is B. And for 5, what is the purpose of the speaker? Letter E. Now, for task 3, going to complete each questions by choosing the appropriate phrases or clauses. Comment down your answer. Okay, so let's check. Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Check your answer. Next, number 2 is personal exploration. What would you do differently if you know nobody would judge you? Okay, for number 3, what is the difference between living and existing? For number 4, is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? For 5, what is the purpose of Raul Manglapus for writing Land of Bondage, Land of the Free? Then for number 6, what is the conflict in the story Legend of the Rainbow? Okay, so kindly check your answers. Then for your final task, you have to listen to the panel discussion and imagine you are part of the audience. And then you need to prepare 6 questions for the panelists by using the questions framed below. Okay, so remember, it is not the answer that enlightens, but the questions. By Eugene Conesco. So it takes a lot of practice to be able to discuss certain issues in a public forum or panel discussion. Thus, to have a quality discussion, the most important thing is to prepare the right questions, thought-provoking questions. So, this is Teacher Judea. God bless!